Well, I honestly never thought I would see it, especially this fast. But our neighbors have literally copied our entire house design and beat us to the punch on building it. How did they know? I have been waiting about a month for our geese to begin laying eggs. Here in Michigan, on the Michigan Facebook, all the other people with geese were finding eggs from their geese. Ours still had not begun laying. I was concerned. Was I doing something wrong? Were they too old? What was going on? Why was I not getting any eggs? So when I finally began seeing them making nests in their shelter, I was getting really excited, and I knew at any day they would begin laying eggs and I could go out and collect them. And then we could incubate them, and then finally we would have baby lawnmowers to unleash among our baby Christmas trees and hopefully, just hopefully, keep all of the grass mowed. So when I saw our very first pair sitting on a nest in a blazing cold, snowy day, I was excited and nervous. If those eggs are in temperatures below 40 degrees, they will quickly die. I had to grab that egg before it could die, but there's just one problem. I didn't want to scare the parents away from their nesting site. I didn't know if they would come back. So after seeing them on the nest, I decided to come back later in the day, an hour later, and see if I could grab the egg and put a fake one in its place. Unfortunately, that didn't go as I had planned. Ooh. Yeah, I've got at least $100, if not a couple $100 out in that field right now. And I have no idea where it's at or how much is actually sitting out there. But I need to find it pretty quick or it's gonna be gone. Just an hour later, all of the snow had melted away, leaving no footprints behind. There was no way to find the eggs. I looked and I could not find the nest anywhere. Each of these goose eggs are worth about $100. These are from the pilgrim geese. Pilgrim geese are an endangered breed here in the United States. They're a heritage breed, but yet they're not very popular. So the eggs go for a lot of money if you can get them to hatch. We're not looking to sell the eggs, we just need them as lawnmowers. But at the end of the season, we do plan to sell our stock that we have, either as dinner table fare or as pets for other farms. However, like I said, they're still quite expensive, so we can't afford to lose any of these eggs because it's money out the door. And right now, it's looking like money out the door. I didn't see any nests. I didn't see any sign of any eggs. Did the geese eat their egg? Did somebody stomp on it and eat it like the chickens do? Maybe a fox ran in and grabbed it really quick and ran back out. Maybe a crow came in and carried it off? I had no idea. It had only been an hour or two. How did it disappear that fast? The only thing I could do was hope and pray that they would come back to the original area that they were nesting in and lay a second egg. So I went back home to make myself a fake egg to put in the area I had seen them sitting earlier. Alright, after some investigating, I found the nest. I actually stepped on it on accident because I couldn't see it. And even right now, I have no idea exactly where it is, other than it's in this vicinity somewhere. So none of the grass looked disturbed, and it didn't look like a nest. So that's how I stepped on it. And I'm just nervous. I'm gonna walk through here carefully. I think it was over here somewhere. See, I don't even know right now where it is. Like, I don't know. Just gotta be careful. I put that rock nearby. It's out here somewhere. Let's see, I can't even tell. And I just need to see if they've laid another one by chance. Maybe it was right here. This looks like it could be some torn up. Oh, okay, got it right here. So here's the egg that was missing, and here's my fake egg that she buried with it. And I don't see any new eggs. I'm gonna bury this back over. Hopefully she'll go back to it. But, I mean, I was really hard pressed to even find that. So, I mean, we've got this whole big field that I stand no chance of finding any goose eggs out here. And if they sit overnight, they're gonna die. So I could be losing hundreds of dollars every single day and not knowing where they are. And there's plenty of space for them to be nesting up there. There's room for like 3 geese up in that one. There's room for at least 2 in that one. All right, so most varieties of geese, you're not gonna be able to do this because they will attack you. But with these guys, they're a lot more docile. So I'm gonna come in here, and this is the new nest. In here pretty deep. There it is, right there. And we're just gonna stick this one right in there. See? We're just gonna bury it right back over. The boys are like, what are you doing in there, lady? It's okay. Just rescuing your baby, that's all. It's a big egg. Big egg. So I'm gonna go mark it with the date on the nesting site and put it in with the others. We've got 3 so far. We need at least 10 to incubate. Oh, they even gave you some of those grow trays. Oh my goodness! It actually came with plants! Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be seeds. They definitely look a little worse for the wear, but
What are they?
we have a tomato plant and we have a basil plant. Wow. I really thought it was going to be seeds. I didn't know it was going to be actual plants. Oh, Ginger just slobbered all over my leg. Wow. What is that? Instructions?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is all just packing supplies. Oh, actually, maybe not. Actually, you need that. Oh, be careful. Can you lift this part out? Here, hand it to me. Yes, it is a watering cage. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh. All right, you can pull it out now.
Why is this so heavy?
Because it's heavy duty. Come on, this goes. Right there. What's that?
I found it. How do
What?
I open this?
Wait. Here. Look at that. Oh, that's the canopy. We're gonna have to spend some time putting that together. Because that's the canopy that goes over the top for the tomato to go in. That's the tomato trellis part.
Cool.
This is the Vego Garden Indoor Planter. It has an adjustable water level on the front here, so you can dictate how much water your plant should be receiving. By turning this lever at the bottom, you can give your plants more water or less water, depending on their individual needs. There's a basin that connects to the tube in the bottom, which also acts as a drain if you need to drain the water out. So we're just going to keep it at the top for now because I'm not exactly sure where our water level needs to be. But the outer shell is extremely heavy duty. Here's the inner shell. You can see it's got some vent holes in it and some different vented holes in the bottom to allow the soil to go down and pick up the water. But the other interesting thing about this is that it has side holes to allow extra air to circulate around your plants. So not only are your plants getting water, but they're also getting much needed oxygen. It's a two-part system that's designed to be removable, so if you needed to pull your plants out with the soil and wash out the inside of it, you definitely have that option. But you also have a water indicator at the very top, so there's no guessing as far as how much water is in your planter. And for people like me that are terrible with watering plants, you either overwater them or underwater them, having something that's adjustable like this and has an actual indicator of how much water is in the bottom, I mean, I'd be pretty hard-pressed to kill plants at this point, unless I'm just a terrible person. But it has a nice wide open mouth at the top with a cover on it that allows you to pour the water in, and it holds quite a substantial amount of water. And then we have little tiny, basically hidden wheels that go on the bottom and allow you to kind of carefully move it around hardwood floors without scratching them. Honestly, I got this for my son because he loves cherry tomatoes and he loves vegetables. But after putting the whole thing together, I realized that maybe I should probably get a second one when we get our new house built in, because I would really like to put a fruit tree inside of it. I think it would be perfect. Being able to monitor the water level and have a pot this big, I could probably grow some decent fruit in it. I mean, to get a planter of this high quality, you're going to spend a good amount of money. And the amount of money that this planter actually costs, not only are you getting a planter, but you're getting something with extra features, such as monitoring the water level, auto watering, and trellis and wheels, for just slightly more money than you would spend at Walmart for a similar size planter. So overall, yeah, I definitely like it, and the fact that you can get live plants to go with it is an added bonus. So be sure to check them out on their website. There is a discount code down below, and again, this is the Vego Garden Indoor Planter. We will also be featuring their outdoor planter just a little bit later as soon as it warms up.
That's the same stuff I can't see. That's a loop.
And they got that same window that we were putting up too.
It's not bad.
What's that?
How do you see how the ones with the deer fence like that? The same color as the wood?
Yeah.
But it's the darker on the outside and it's the same color on the inside. That's what I was asking you about.
Well, I don't think it's that big of a deal. This isn't even going to show up the color because it's so bright out.
So that's about 2 foot overhang here. This is probably more like 6 foot.
I was going to say, that's a lot of overhang. So that's only 1 foot right there. This is probably 2 foot right here. Are you like, why are these people staring at our building? Oh my gosh, it is.
Gotta be that company, man.
It is. It looks good. Dang.
Those are the colors we wanted too. That gray with that red.
So this is where the house is going to go. You can actually see the little stakes out here. They are placed out here. April 17 is going to be the deciding factor. Now we are 99.9% sure they're going to approve it, because pretty much they have to, because they approved one of our other neighbors down the road already, and we have a lot more property to pick from. So this shouldn't be an issue to be able to get our building permits. But as you can see, it goes from there to there, all the way up to right here, right on the edge. which also happens to be where my cabin is. So we're gonna have to get this moved in the next couple of weeks. And I'm not excited about that because I would be absolutely devastated if something happened to this. This is my office slash cabin slash everything I keep in there. And I can never replace that. There is no way I would ever have the time or the ambition to try to do this all over again. So hopefully that will go good. Definitely pray for me on that. But the biggest thing is right here behind me, we had just marginally touched on ideas of what possible house plans we are looking at over the last couple of years. So did our neighbor actually steal our house plan? Where did they come up with this idea? It's very ironic, even their color scheme. Eric heard about their color scheme. Their color scheme is identical to ours. How crazy is this? This is a completely unique type of house build. You do not see these very often, especially out here. So for one of our neighbors to do the exact same thing, either they're reading our minds, they're watching the channel, or maybe just great minds think alike. Maybe this is a new trend on the rise. What do you think? Do you guys have any houses like this in your area? Let me know down below. But first, we gotta go take a look at this thing. All right, so word on the street is there is another house that looks identical to the house that we are planning to build, which is crazy because Eric literally found this house plan in a barndo website. It's actually one of Eric's buddies. I happened to drive past it and let him know. So we're gonna go check it out and see exactly how close it is to our house because we really didn't think anybody had a house exactly like the one that we're designing. It won't be exactly like ours. Ours is only similar on the outside, but the plan is also to go back later and talk with them and see maybe we can get a tour. But let's go check it out. You want to say anything?
Love you.
On the left hand side. Oh, I see it. Look at the other house next to it. That's the same one that we were looking at doing too. There it is. All right, so we will be revisiting this to see what it looks like in a couple months. All right, well, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they choose to do on their build. We already have ours figured out. We're nailing down the siding. We already have some great ideas. We just have to price it out and see where it's at. We've got all the windows figured out. So it's interesting to see somebody else doing the same style. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, and of course we're gonna be excited for ours. But that's a sneak peek, roughly, of the house, even though it's not our house, but similar, but different.
Very similar.
Very shockingly similar. And it's interesting because they're out in the country too.
It's only like 5 miles away from our house.
I know. They are totally gonna think that we copied them. They totally are. But I mean, we had this picked out like what, a year, 2 years ago? It was one of those plans that just kept getting kicked around, and I thought it was just awful. I wonder what their inside looks like. We'll have to see if we can get a tour if they're inside. A tour? Because I wonder if they took the exact plan that we found and did it up exactly. We changed everything on the inside of the plan we found. Now, we reached out to the homeowners for comments on their house and they declined to comment. So unfortunately, I cannot give you any information on where their house plan came from, what it entails, or anything like that. All I know is it's very, 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 very similar to what we're doing. And it appears that both their house plan and their neighbor's house plan are identical house plans that we had looked at on a barndominium website, house building site. So maybe it is great minds thinking alike. I don't know. I have not even revealed our house plan yet. I do have a generalized mock-up of what it's gonna look like, but I'm waiting to release it to you guys until after April 17, after we meet with the township and get all of the paperwork cleared out. Then we'll do the official announcement. We have most of our people lined up. We just have to get our cement guys and our excavators lined up. And then As soon as that happens, we are ready to go. Our builder is chomping at the bit, ready to get going on this project. Eric is chomping on the bit, ready to get going on this project. And I am just thinking about all of the things that I still have to do in the meantime. So anyway, guys, definitely stay tuned for our upcoming house build. Every week I'll try to give you a little bit more of an update on what's happening, if there's anything new that's happening. But otherwise, the big news will come in the middle of April. So definitely make sure you're subscribed. Definitely make sure your bell is turned on so you can get all of the notifications. And honestly, just check back every Sunday because I try to have a video released by Sunday afternoon. So definitely check back Sunday evening. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Love you. Take care.